Upside down. I love it. I love the commitment. Let me tell you what you have here. Hold it up if you got something. Woo! Hold it up. All right. Well, first of all, we're all winners. For those of you who did receive an item, here are the 3 items. And those of you who didn't, I do have available for purchase if interested. Stretching for Success workbook. That is my workbook, step by step. It's the stretch process. It teaches you how to incorporate emotional intelligence into stepping into your goals and how to go from starting to end, even with failing forward. All right? For those of you who are like, yeah, Sonal, I'm not really into like paper stuff. That's your generation. I have it also as a digital course on Teachable. So come and see me if you're interested. The other gift that's out there is this deck of cards. Years ago, as I was working with humans, and I go up to people, if you can imagine, at Target or Kroger or anywhere, and I'm like, oh, you're so beautiful. And people are like, okay. And then my introverted friends are like, how do you do that? I'm like, do what? How do you just compliment people? I'm like, why not compliment people? People get to feel good. You don't know what people are going through, right? So I realized at that moment, I'm going to give you one of my tips. If you ever discover that you're not sure what your gift is, listen to feedback. Listen to how many people say, oh, you did such a great job, and you're like, okay, who couldn't do this? Boom, boom, boom. That's your gift, okay? So I decided to interview lots of senior leaders and organizations, and I came up with this deck of cards. Who has that deck of cards? What this is a tool that you have 27 in that deck, and it has phrases like, I value that you are enthusiastic. I value that in times of change you are flexible. Things like that. And I came up with these quotes because how many times do we want to say to our peer, colleague, boss, anyone, what we're really thinking and feeling to celebrate them, but we don't know how to position it. This is your way. Please don't keep that deck of cards with you. Make sure by the end of the year you've passed them all out. Celebrate those around you. Now, they're called value cards because people need to feel valued, right? I was going to call I see you cards, but I thought that would be creepy. So I call them value cards. And the third deck, raise your hand if you got the other deck of cards. There should be another deck in pouches that are not see-through. Yeah, we've got some here. Yeah, they're like brown linen-ish, if that's a word. I'll give it a word. Those are another, my strategic partner and I designed those. Those are called Colorful Bosses cards because leadership doesn't have to be boring. You can give those to anybody. You don't have to be working with them. You can go to Target and go, hey, they have things like, you know, I think you're more fun than bubble wrap, right? There's so many great phrases. I love your smile. And the backside is my partner's, all of her art pieces. She hand did each and every one of those, okay? So I hope you enjoy your gifts. Those of you who would like to learn more, and I also, these shirts were intentional. You know, my friend Faith here, whenever we do this, we wear these, I design these so that you can walk around the world and remind yourself, 1, to stretch out of your comfort zone, but 2, don't should have on yourself. If that's something you're interested in, come and see me. We can talk through it. But I want you to know that I'm so grateful for you. I learned so much today from each and every one of you that I had a chance to speak to. Hopefully I'll get to speak to more. I'd love to stay connected. I am on LinkedIn all the time. Facebook, True You with Sonal, and Instagram. It's my full name. Please stay in touch. Please stay connected. Let me know how I can support you. All right? Thank you so much for your time today.